All right, we had a terrible summer. Everyone knows that June, July, everything got locked up because they wanted to vet for social media. We also know that summer is the biggest time for visa issuance for international students. Shutting down that summer really affected a lot of us. You can imagine that we expect most countries are going to have issued fewer visas for F1s than they did in the past. Now, usually I'm an average guy. I like to see how are we doing compared to an average year because I feel that that's likely to trend in that direction. I don't often talk about how we're doing this year compared to last year solely, but I am now. And I'm going to tell you, the thing I'm going to show you is going to make so much sense. So this is a dashboard, and that's one of the things that we've been getting into more and more, building these Power BI dashboards. And so what we've done here is we've taken in all the I-94 data for F1 students, and right now it's only showing one country. If you're interested in seeing everything, reach out to us at info@enrollmentcharts.com because our clients see a lot more than this and they know everything that we're talking about here. Okay, so what we did is we looked at I-94s, right? And we wanted to see the amount of students that came in this year compared to last year. We're calling this our streak of advancers or decliners. And you can see here that this advanced for 1 year. That means that Israel sent more students to the United States this year than they did last year. That's a narrative that makes a lot of sense. We know that Trump's backing Israel and Netanyahu. We know that this would make sense, that maybe they might give them a backdoor pass into the US. And so this is interesting. And so I just want to show you a few other slides so you can get a sense of kind of why Israel works or why, or the data that we have. Now, if I look at it as an average year, that's what that first page is that we just went to right here, the I-94 AY average year to date. We can see that this year is 27%, my apologies, I should have worn glasses, 27% higher than an average year. A lot of things going on for Israel this year that make it look like we can expect more of these students coming to the US. And I can confirm that with visa data. Now, the visa data hasn't been updated in a bit. The State Department has just not been making that available, but as soon as it is, we'll update this dashboard. And so here, this is visa issuance up until May. And we see that orange line, which is this year, rocking and rolling higher than the average year, which is in blue. You'll notice that these aren't massive numbers. Now, this stopped at May, so summer we could have seen a lot more coming, but these aren't massive numbers. But it's telling, and it might open up the opportunity for a conversation to say, do we have an agent in Israel? Are there digital marketing opportunities that we can be doing in Israel? It might not necessarily garner a trip, but there are other ways that we can make use of this data. And sure enough, if I look at it by region, there it is, and we can see that it is. Looks like a 52% gap up from the average year as of May. That's what that GAP PCT means, is gap percent. That's basically what percentage above it is. And because of the green color, we know it's 52%. But again, it's just 684 students. So obviously we're not going to, hang our hat on it. And if you're wondering where Israel works for you as an educational level, I have bad news for the community colleges. We just don't see the data there for you. But if I look at grad, definitely Israel is doing well as a market and for undergrad. So the whole takeaway here is that what we want to be doing is we want to be following the money. And the big money right now is coming out of Washington. And if Washington says that Israel gets a pass, they get a pass. And the other big thing to wonder about is, if Israel gets a pass, are you looking at them as a pipeline for your own students? Hey, this has been the Weekly Insight Enrollment Charts. Take care, guys. Bye.